Hello guys, for all those who are new here, this is MMK and you can watch my intro video here and buckle up because we're about to start our journey into the tech universe. And guess what? We are starting with the revolutionary ChatGPT. What is ChatGPT? It's not just a tool for writing essays. It's a marvel of artificial intelligence. Developed by OpenAI, it's a language model based on the powerful and efficient GPT architecture. But what makes GPT so powerful, so efficient, and so unique? I mean, it's not like chatting with any other chatbot. It's like imagine Shakespeare meets Silicon Valley. That's the vibe we are talking about. And how is it able to weave such magical responses? Now I know that we are diving deep into the techie waters, but don't worry because we'll try to make it as smooth as Harry Potter's broomstick ride. That might not be an appropriate one. But don't worry, let's go. To begin with, GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. The phrase pre-trained states that the model has been exposed to massive data across internet, books, journals, and so on. And the phrase transformer states that it is a category of neural network architecture that is highly efficient, especially for tasks involving natural language processing. I don't really want to just bother you with these super technical terminologies, but the interesting fact here is ChatGPT doesn't just memorizes the information, but instead it understands the relationship between the words and then it generates coherent and contextually relevant responses. Fascinating, right? When you throw a prompt at ChatGPT, I mean, not literally throwing, but you know what I mean, right? When you throw a prompt at ChatGPT, it's like handing it a puzzle. Each word becomes a puzzle piece, which is technically referred as token. For example, let's take a prompt. What are the benefits of exercise on mental health? Here, each word in this sentence is broken into a token. Once these tokens are ready, there should be a meaning assigned to these tokens for ChatGPT to understand. This is where embedding comes into play. Embedding is the concept of assigning numerical values to these tokens so that ChatGPT can literally understand that. It's like a secret language of ChatGPT, which only ChatGPT knows. Now, ChatGPT has its tokens and their corresponding numerical values, that is, the secret codes. But the kicker here is, as I've already mentioned earlier, ChatGPT doesn't just see the words, but it instead understands the relationship between the words and then tries to give the valid response. So in this case, it considers the words exercise and mental well-being and then identifies that the user is interested in the physical activity and mental well-being and responds accordingly. Then the model creates a web of words that suits the particular context. For example, in this case, it would be stress reduction, bedtime improvement, cognitive function, endorphins, and so on. And then the model tries to identify the relationship between these words and weaves them into a cohesive response. Wait a second. You must be wondering, how does ChatGPT identifies what matters most in a prompt? That's where attention mechanism shines. It's like a spotlight that guides ChatGPT to weigh the importance of each and every token by focusing on the heart of the matter. It helps ChatGPT to navigate through this maze of words by focusing on each and every token, by giving importance to each and every token, thereby making sure that a spot-on response is guaranteed. And to take it to the next level, ChatGPT has been designed with few-shot learning and zero-shot learning capabilities. Let me not confuse you. In simple terms, ChatGPT is able to respond back even to the prompts without any examples or to the prompts with very few examples. Let me demonstrate it. First up, let's look at zero-shot learning. Here, I threw a couple of challenges at it, firstly asking it to write a program and then asking it to compose a poem about a girl. No examples given. And guess what? It aced both the tasks effortlessly. Now, let's move on to few-shot learning. Here, I provided examples of positive and negative tweets, and with just a couple of inputs, I asked ChatGPT to determine whether a given statement is positive or negative. Boom, it nailed this as well. Just think about it, guys. How cool is that? The future is looking bright, my friends. Where do you think this technology is heading? By now, did it cross to your mind that is ChatGPT considering the psychology of the user? I mean, my psychology or whoever psychology it is, the user's psychology before responding back? Well, in a way, yes it is. I mean, ChatGPT generally responds back based on the input, But in the case when input is having like very few examples or even no example at all, then ChatGPT adapts to the tone and style of the conversation. Wait, let me give you an example. If the user says, "Hey ChatGPT, tell me about black holes. I'm really curious." You can see the response. Here, if you observe, the user initiated with curiosity and enthusiasm. So ChatGPT picks up that positive and inquisitive tone and responds back accordingly. So this response is tailored to align with the user's psychology in order to create that conversational and enthusiastic atmosphere. But if user asks, "Explain black holes to me. I'm not sure I get it." Now you can see the difference in the response. In this case, user expresses uncertainty and seeks more straightforward response. So ChatGPT adapts to the user's psychology and makes sure that a straightforward response has been given. So it gives a simplified analogy if you observe that. Hold on. After listening to all this, if you're thinking of using ChatGPT to ask your personal psychological problems, just hold right there. Dude, come on. Of course, ChatGPT can't understand your psychology. Not at all. Not at all like a human does. But with proper wording and making sure that prompts are really precise, ChatGPT can exhibit an appearance of understanding your psychology, which itself is a great achievement for AI. So, to put it all together, when you give a prompt, ChatGPT breaks that prompt into individual tokens, assigns numerical values to the tokens, and then responds back accordingly by understanding the relationship between the words. So each and every word in that prompt is very important. So make sure that the prompt is very precise and each and every word you put out there represents your requirements completely. I just want to tell you once again that don't just confine ChatGPT to simple tasks. It's like watching 1080p content in highly powered 4K monitors. Doesn't make any sense, right? Same. In case of ChatGPT, it can be your coding companion, it can be your brainstorming buddy, it can also be your late night philosopher. It's like a technical genie that grants your linguistic wishes. But in our case, the technical genie's wishes keeps on getting better only when you start engaging with it more frequently. So that's it for today, guys. This is our first dive into the magical realm of ChatGPT. Hope you all loved this enchanting journey. And if you loved this journey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. And be prepared to be spellbound. And see you in the next video. And by the way, you can watch my intro video here.